I'm Lenore. I'm a singer and a voice teacher, and this is Ruby.
Hi.
A little bit related to me.
Brother.
Not sure how. Okay, that's
sibling person.
A person who is my sibling.
Yes.
And he's also a little bit talented, sings quite well. Even though I dare say so myself about my own brother. But there you go. So today we are reacting together because I'm on vacation in Israel. We just thought to, just whip something up. This is a very improvised setting. So you have to accept that. That's just the way it is. And what are we reacting to today?
Today we are reacting to none other than You'll Be Back, a song from Hamilton. It is fantastic. Just amazing. We've both seen it. There's not a first reaction, but there's always something to react in Hamilton. It's fantastic.
Yes.
Piece.
And specifically this song and specifically this singer. We're just gonna... Who sings this?
I don't remember. I think Jonathan something. I don't remember the name. I can look it up.
This is shameful. We're like raving about this. But,
I all I know is the guy from Mindhunter. Like that's all I know about the guy.
Can we
and
look it
that he's
up?
a fantastic. Sure, I can look it up.
I can edit that, so not a problem.
Hamilton. There we go. Jonathan Groff. The name is Jonathan Groff.
Jonathan Groff.
I love his acting in general, and when I saw Hamilton, I was like, this guy's fucking amazing. Like,
yes,
he's really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna geek about the voice, and Ruby's just gonna say whatever he wants. So let's just get going. Yeah.
You say the price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea, but you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away.
You have to stop every now and then.
Yeah, I know. I've seen
copyright issues, so...
I'm your brother. I've seen your videos. I know. I'm not like an outsider who has no idea.
He's one of those good brothers who actually care and watch his sister's videos. Okay, so I think he's not bad. So right off the bat, a very solid quality of voice. Just opens his mouth and there it is. It's very consistent. His jaw is amazing.
Yeah, definitely.
Wow. Like just drops and then basically never comes back up unless he has a consonant here and there and very briefly just goes blah, 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 blah. Fantastic stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't know. Is it like a unique thing that someone just stands there and starts singing and it's like he doesn't move? Like a lot of movement, sometimes movements actually helps my voice, like if I do something while I'm doing it.
Yes.
But he basically just goes there and he does like small movements, very creepy movements to like make the character be as terrifying as possible.
Exactly.
And he does it amazingly. Like he basically does this movement and then he barely moves and he makes this amazing voice come out, and I really enjoy that. It really fits with the character. And this is Hamilton. This is where everyone moves all the time, like really specifically in a way that conveys the story. So that works really well for it.
That's also something that I love about this piece, this number in this piece, is that everything in the musical is so dynamic and things are like going all over the place. And I had an acting teacher who called that noise, like stage noise. You see everybody moving everything all the time, just action, action, action. And then you see this guy and just doing us a favor that he's taking a step forward
Yeah.
and looking. And it's really just a moment when everything, like the world stops.
Yeah,
So
people
that's
over there fighting for their lives, and he's just sitting from his chair like, I thought that we made an arrangement, you know? Love that. Just love it.
So yeah, to your question, no, I don't think it's very typical for someone who's singing to be so still. And he's doing that on purpose to get the character across. On the other hand, there is something nice about this because he is opening his jaw, so he has the space that he needs to, for the airflow in the instrument to go properly, and he doesn't interfere with the flow with anything else. So
yeah,
in that sense,
the sense of control, good. Like this thing is like he can just open his mouth and just make it come out. Like it's insane.
Did you hear that? Wow. Yeah. that's a good resonance. So that's what he's doing. He just opens his mouth, lets it come out. Okay, let's just keep going.
Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back, soon you'll see. You remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You
so
remember that I served you well.
Okay. The
thing he did with the nose, like that he just looks and then his nose just goes slightly, like you see the boiling anger underneath.
Yes. It's just about to abrupt.
Just the smallest of movements of like keeping his cool until he like bursts.
And another thing I love about this is that he speaks very clearly. So the lyrics takes priority to the music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the music is there just by default, but he's really talking and he is acting the piece, and then the music just happens, and that's exactly how I would want it to be.
Yeah, the fact that he's talking is very like. It also fits with the musical sense. A lot of it does have a lot of rap, like that is more talkative than like bombastic singing, and this really fits with that because a lot of the Hamilton music is actually conversations between people, and this is a letter that this is like a man telling them, "Don't screw with me," in the most how to say. Yes. Grand way possible for someone sitting really far away.
Someone he might not know the context of the song. So basically, this is King George when basically the United States was forming, they're getting their independence, and he's like, "Hey, but I'm supposed to be the leader here. That's not very nice." And he's just singing sort of like a love song. That's how he sees it. And well, you see.
Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all, and then push comes to shove. I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love.
So I have to pause for a moment. I hope people don't hear the dogs barking. We don't have dogs in the Netherlands. I'm just saying, in the Netherlands it's better. I like dogs though. Just not when they're barking when I'm trying to film. Anyway.
Yes. I like my silence, honestly.
Yeah, just a little bit of peace and quiet.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how hot he must be in the suit on the stage?
Yeah, I think I heard somewhere that like the crown is like insanely heavy for him. So after a while it took its bear, like it was really, really hard for him.
You need a lot of neck massages after that.
Probably,
yeah. Yeah, so that belting note at the top was exquisite. He did it very minimally.
The all?
Empires Fall!
Oh, wow.
Completely airless, which is exactly what a belting note should be, and very effortless. But I think it's because maybe the character actually serves that, because the character is very held together at first because he's so like British about it, right? Just holding everything inside. And that's exactly what I think what he's doing with his voice here. Just keeping it inside. And it just makes it so powerful.
The stereotypical British tradition.
Yeah.
So of like, yes, indeed.
There's no pushing forward. There's no extra air or muscles to sort of like deliver the sound. It's all in the instrument. And I think that's what made it so combustible.
Yeah.
And this is still nothing.
Yeah.
I had to stop before.
Yeah.
This. I'll rewind a little bit.
Yeah. I was gonna say that. We need a rewind.
Because we need that transition. Do you have anything to say about that? That was like, here I'm going on the catwalk, being all a supermodel kind of. I could see his jaw from a distance, like going, like I call it the Pinocchio jaw. That was exemplary. Is such a good singer.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So good. He does everything right. Like it's just, if you want to sing right, just copy paste everything that he's doing. Yeah. Not the way he sounds, just what he's doing, his actions, you'll be fine.
He's just
so good.
That's my favorite, probably my favorite bit of the whole song. That part where he goes really high and then when he goes low, it's like this is just so fantastic. I love this.
Good stuff. Okay, I'm rewinding a bit.
You'll be the one complaining when I am gone. And now, don't change the subject, 'cause you're my favorite subject. My sweet, submissive subject. My royal subject. Forever.
Okay. We probably want to talk a little bit about that falsetto note. I was a bit shocked and I forgot about that.
Yeah, the falsetto. I want to hear what you say about it.
Well, I think he's staying in the character. He's not budging and he's not doing anything. Like, I'm not working for anybody. That's the mindset of the character.
Mm.
Everybody works for me, including my own singing voice. I'm just going to decide this is happening and it's going to happen. And that's exactly what happened. That's the power of the mind. He didn't change anything. He didn't change anything. He just let that part of the brain that plays with the vocal cords and tells you what kind of note you're saying. He let that part of the brain work. And that part is subconscious, by the way. I call him George. People already know that probably, some people. George does the melody, King George. That was a coincidence. And he does not even try to hit the note there. He's like, of course I have that note. Of course it's going to happen flawlessly and smoothly because I'm just doing my own thing.
Yeah. I really like that contrast of the abusive mentality of I will tell you all the ways in which I love you, and also how I will destroy you if you don't do what I said.
Yeah.
Just he does that line amazingly. Just and using like this style, like Beatles, the Beatles kind of music for it, just gives the contrast. It makes the contrast even better. Just love it.
Yeah, the contrast, of course, is the best thing here. The tension.
Yeah, also in the song.
Yeah, and then the switch in character, that was fantastic, and that really shows you this is like an actor who sings. Mm-hmm. So he goes with the drama and he's living this. This is like, I don't know what he did and what like emotional memory he has for this scene. But this is very real. Like he chose a moment in his life when he was behaving like this.
Really?
I mean, how else will he have like this drooling coming out of his mouth?
Oh, it turns out actually that's an interesting fact. It turns out he actually does this in all his shows. That's a thing he does. He just drools like when he sings.
So then, yeah.
So it's not actually.
That's totally him,
that's what he says. I don't know. Maybe it's related to some trauma. So like I don't know. I'm not
I hope he's
a
not,
Broadway actor psychologist.
I hope he's not an actually abusive person. That will take a little bit away from the fun.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying it looks very real, and that tells me that the emotional work here is real.
He's doing a fantastic job. Just amazing.
Okay.
And ever and ever and ever and ever you'll be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war for your love, for your praise, and I'll love you till my dying days. When you're gone, I'll get mad, so don't throw away this thing you have.
I just have to say something. I saw that now again and before. Where Empire's fall is doing fall, and then when you're gone, he does that twice, and also he's doing like a tiny tip with the head. It's so tiny that I don't really think like it's like anything drastic. But I'm not sure he even needs to do that. Like he could have decided to just leave the head there. But I think it's just something that happened naturally with his head, and it didn't affect the quality of the sound in any case. I would not teach that, but it was very, very minor, so I didn't mind it. But I just had to point it out because I saw it happening twice. Otherwise, he's just really not budging. No matter where the melody is going, he's just staying exactly where he is.
Yeah, I really like the connection to how the king went mad eventually, and that actually the American Revolution also led to that, if I remember correctly.
Don't ask me about history, please.
Yeah, no, but specifically how I like how the lyrics work here, specifically for that. We're doing a Hamilton video. We have to talk somewhat about the lyrics, because I really like how it goes. That love songs in general are like a lot of times, if you don't take me back, I'll go mad, and like this guy goes mad and sends hundreds of thousands of soldiers to kill them. So the context. I really love dark humor. I really love dark humor, and that just works. Like it really touches that point for me.
Yeah, it's the spot
of like
Comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 da.
Face is just priceless. It's so amazing. I love that face.
I love you. Come back. Fantastic. Just amazing.
Oh.
I really love that part where he.
Cute.
I love that. What was it? That part where he goes da 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 da. Everybody just cuts out completely all of he's like singing. come here, and everyone comes. I love that. I think it's not in the original cast recording, and that bit is just just fantastic. Like how he's just commanding it, like cuts all the singing, the not the singing, like he cuts the singing, just command like to the dancers in the background, like, come here, join me now.
That could be a fun thing if you're a super hardcore Hamilton fan and you've seen it a bunch of times, and then you go to the recording, the professional recording of the show, and then they just interject a new thing. Must be fun for someone like that.
Yeah, my girlfriend, she also has that. She for years she like listened to the soundtrack again and again, and then when she saw the recording, she was like, "There's an entire joke, like there's in the reprise of this song. There's a point where he goes like, 'I'm so blue,' and he just stomps his ground, and the lights turn blue in the stage." And she's like, "That was an actual visual joke that she has never known existed. She only heard it in the song." So that's really cool.
So she feels like,
things
oh,
like
this
that.
is for me. This joke is for me. So like an inside joke.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was incredible. So
yeah. Also, the easiest song to review in the entirety of Hamilton.
Awesome. Check. Great.
Yeah. Just love it. Incredible.
Well, thank you for reacting with me.
Always a joy to react to someone about to send thousands of soldiers to kill people. Yeah, for sure. That's the best. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye. Bye-bye.